Wild times. Woo!
Wow. You took my woo out of the gate.
Harmonizing, baby.
Wow, here we go. In harmony, this is The Wild Times, the greatest podcast in the world. I'm one of your three very special hosts, named Forrest Galante.
Hi.
That's it.
Hello.
That's all I'm going to say for the
Good night,
intro.
everybody. Good night.
We're all wearing shorts with sneakers and no socks.
A lot of sockless sneakers and short shorts on this pod.
Skinny
wears
white
short
legs.
Shorts?
Yeah.
Mine aren't skinny, man.
Pat and Peter are here too. Let's get into it. What are we talking about? What's happening, boys?
I'm just enjoying the view. These legs.
Yeah, I mean, look, the summer of peas in full swing.
I keep
Are
forgetting.
you guys
about
enjoying your summer as much as I am?
Yes, sorry. I was distracted by Peter spilling cold brew all over himself as he took that sip. Yeah.
Son of a bee.
I'm loving this summer, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you specifically why.
Why is that?
Because I thought my summer was going to suck because I had to travel like every other day all summer long.
Mm-hmm.
And I was upset, don't get me wrong, but I just had one of my shoots to India moved a month. It was a 3-week shoot. It moved a month.
Forward or back?
Forward. Well, it can't move backward because that would be backward in time. But that means I have 4 weeks at home in the summer.
Damn.
That is a treat.
You're
Let
not
me
gonna
tell
have
you what.
Within 1 week, you'll have 25 things booked for
I know.
the following 3 weeks.
It is kind of bullshit, and it's a boy who cried wolf situation because you've been saying things like this
Whatever.
for more than a decade. No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
It's like if I just told you like I was going to quit drinking for 10 years and every time I got drunk was the last time. You'd be like, yeah, he's never going to quit.
Yeah, that's fair.
He quits between
The problem
drinks.
is I love this. Okay.
He quits while he pukes.
Yeah. He's not drinking for certain minutes of the day. The problem is I love the sound of being home, relaxing, spending time with my family.
Yeah.
And then after, I got home yesterday, by the way. After 4-ish days, I have the most unbelievable amount of what's it called when you're cooped up too long? Like restlessness.
Cabin fever.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I got to go do something. But right now it sounds good.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you're good.
Yeah.
You're good. Enjoy.
Yeah.
So where did you just come back from? Because you sent us a picture that I'd like for Kyle to pull up, but you were on a plane.
Oh,
Where are
wasn't
you
that
coming
funny?
back from? Dude, it's amazing.
Yeah, I bounced around a little bit, but I was on the East Coast mostly. And I see this guy, just pause it for a second. I see this guy chat GPTing, and I was nosy. I was stuck in coach at the back of the plane.
Let
I was
me
like,
set this up.
what's
You're
he-
in coach,
Yeah.
and you appear to be in the aisle seat,
correct.
and you're videoing through the crack of the aisle and middle seat in front of you
Yeah.
of the gentleman's phone who's sitting in the middle.
But let me explain why I was doing that.
Okay.
Because I watched this guy walk in, and he looked at his seat, and there were 2 people already. He was in a middle seat, and he went as he got to his seat, and then he
What the fuck did he think when he saw a B or an E on his fucking ticket?
I'm with you. It's like maybe it's the first time he's ever flown. I don't know.
All right.
But he got there and he let out this big sigh, and then he squeezed by the person and sat down, and then he was so fidgety, and I was like, this guy's fidgeting a lot.
Okay.
And then he
about to
pulls
do
out his
something.
phone, and I see him go to ChatGPT because I'm looking through the crack, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. So I start filming before the prompt,
Yeah.
and then this comes up.
And then what does it say?
Oh,
Read it aloud.
so you saw him pull up ChatGPT. He was going to ask it something, and you're like, I need to know.
Yeah. I wanted, so I was getting nosy already.
Mhm.
And this guy, of course, has no idea. This is a life lesson, by the way. A little pro tip. If you think you're alone staring at butts on the flight, if you're in coach, the guys behind you can see what you're looking at.
Clearly.
Don't forget that.
Understood.
But this guy goes on to ChatGPT and he asks ChatGPT, it says, I'm sitting in coach middle seat. Do I get the armrest to myself or do I share them? Question mark.
Armrests, plural.
Armrests, pardon me.
My God.
He's literally asking ChatGPT for flight etiquette.
What does it say? So what was its answer? If you're stuck in the middle seat, etiquette experts say, yes, you're entitled to both armrests.
Wow.
That's what it says.
As a consolation for being less comfortable than the people on the aisle.
Got it.
So he needed to validate himself, and ChatGPT is very good at validating whatever you tell it.
So did he then take this information and deploy it?
No, that's what I found particularly funny. Watch, he reads it. It's like all things ChatGPT, way too wordy and 9 pages long. And then he just puts his phone back down and tucks his elbows in.
So he's got from what I can tell, he has maybe neither armrest here.
That was what I was getting out of this. Yeah.
Well, then the people on the window and aisle are fucking animals.
Well, what you have to do, by the way,
that's crazy.
I've been in this situation. You take your elbows and you tuck them really far back on either armrest.
Behind the other person?
Behind the others, and then you slowly like edge them forward.
Yeah.
And you will get to a point.
T-Rexin'.
Yeah, you will get to a point where your elbows touch, and then the person next to you will be like, whoa, and they'll pull their elbow, and you'll be like, oh, mine now, bitch.
Have you ever had a situation where you've been in a middle seat and one of the people, or even, doesn't matter if you're in the middle, someone next to you just fully spreads their legs?
Dude, I got a story about that.
Kyle just almost had a seizure in the booth.
Did this just happen to you,
Yes,
Kyle?
yeah.
Like coming home recently?
On the trip, actually.
What happened?
So I went to the Yankees game. We were in the Northeast. I went to the Yankees game, and there was a guy that is full spread wide open.
Sitting like this.
Worse.
Oh boy.
Well, so much worse.
Doing the splits.
Yeah, exactly. And I sit down, and I'm,
Stretching.
my legs are like this at first, and I'm kind of like, pushing my leg up against his a little bit to say like, hey, buddy,
Yeah.
Right.
move
You're
a little
in
bit.
my seat.
Yeah. Didn't budge for 3 innings, and our legs were essentially like up against each other fighting
Oh my
Horrible.
until
God.
he finally gave in, and then
Can you describe what he looked like a little bit?
Is
just
he bald?
average 50-year-old.
You should have
Hispanic
taken
guy.
a pen out and stabbed him in the thigh.
It
as
was-
hard
yeah.
as you can.
It's
Yeah.
within your seat. You're
Yeah.
allowed to stab
I
wherever
think
you
so,
want.
yeah.
That's right.
Dude,
Yeah.
I took a flight in college that I'll never forget, and it was one of the shortest flights I've ever been on. It was from Chicago, Illinois to Topeka, Kansas, so it's like an hour flight. But I got in, it was a relatively small plane, and I was sandwiched in a middle seat between two of the largest human beings I've ever seen in my life. I mean, like, I'm not trying to fat shame or anything, but literally clinically obese.
Sure,
they were each well over 300 pounds.
Like needed
Wow.
the lap belt extender.
Oh, they both got lap belt extenders.
Yeah.
That's fine. Whatever. You're a big guy. Don't seat me in the middle seat. But the entire flight, my back could not touch the seat because I was
I couldn't get
sandwiched
back.
between
My
fat,
God.
sweaty guys
Yeah.
like this. And
That's
I
rough.
literally couldn't even touch the back seat because there was so much huge guy behind me spilling into my seat. It was insane.
That's crazy.
And I got off, and my buddy was like in a couple seats ahead of me or whatever, and he's like, "How's your flight?" And I was like, I'm not going home. Like, I'm gonna stay in
right.
Topeka
Taking
now."
the train.
I'm gonna walk.
It was like, and dude, I got out, and it was, I don't know if the air conditioner was broken or these guys were just that thermodynamic, but both my sleeves on either side were soaking wet from not my
That's
sweat.
heinous.
Not
dude.
my sweat either.
Ugh.
Someone else's sweat. And
You
I
should
was
have
just
just popped your top off.
Dude,
just
oh
like,
my
as a
God, that is horrible.
I have such a distinct memory of that. And I was like, that was the worst flight I've ever taken.
little- Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yikes.
unlucky to get a double.
A double. Yeah, it was
What do you guys think about the controversy where a lot of people think that if you're over a certain weight, you should have to buy 2 seats so that you have the space? I mean, this would be a perfect example of why.
I think it's bullshit, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, let's hear it.
You're right. That is a perfect example of why. I think it's bullshit. The planes just need to be fucking better.
oh,
Now
yeah, sure.
it's on us.
That's true.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Now
yeah.
it's on the passenger to be like, oh, sorry, you weigh over 300 pounds. And fuck you.
Right, right.
Just like be better about seating arrangements or be better. You should have to put your weight in the when you buy your ticket.
Yeah.
I don't care if that's
And then they
like when you
assign
take
seats based
like
on
little
that.
puddle jumpers that you have to weigh in.
That's right. Yeah.
But it's always like, I've had it a couple times where I had to pay because my bag was like 3 pounds over.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I'm only 170.
Right.
True.
Yeah.
Like if I was 174,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No one would say anything.
The
like,
aggregate weight doesn't seem to mean
it
that
should
much.
be the combo of your weight and your suitcase.
Can you imagine? You're just
Right.
you're like an NFL lineman. It's like, yeah, well, you get one shirt. That's it. You're allowed to bring one T-shirt
You
with
should
you.
know. You should have to step onto the scale
Yep.
and
Carrying
whatever they
bags.
want your bag, like whatever the calculation is.
Yeah.
Okay, you're at 225. You're good.
Right. So everybody gets 225, and then if you're
Yeah.
over that, it's just that's on
Your
you.
little fee per pound.
People are going to be really mad about this, I think.
But I think it's a
they're
good
furious.
idea.
They're,
It's
they're
just-
already
it's
furious.
mostly a joke.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah. Yeah. One day I do hope that I always hoped the whole time I was single that I would one time sit on a plane next to a beautiful woman.
It happened to me once.
It's never happened.
It happened to me in college.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we did remember those 2 flight hostesses?
That was very different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, so it did happen.
Well, we weren't sitting next to them, but we were the only people who were awake and drinking.
Yeah.
And they wanted to go party after the flight landed.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it was
We were sitting across the
pretty wild.
aisle from each other.
Yeah.
And they kept coming by and being like, you guys need drinks? Like, drinks are on us. And they were
Yeah.
like very flirty.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we
Nice.
landed and one of them slipped. I don't remember if it was me or Pat. Like, she's like, we're staying at the Marriott, airport
Yeah.
hotel. Meet us at the bar. And we thought about it and then we
Yeah.
didn't do it.
We gave it
yeah.
a good thought. It was really late, and we had early meetings the
That's
next
right.
morning
Sure.
in New York,
Yeah.
and so and you were married at the time,
Yes.
so
Irrelevant.
It was like none of it made sense.
Irrelevant.
But
Yeah.
that was the night. Kyle, remember what I told you about my New York City pizza experience with Patrick?
I do.
If you offered me, and maybe you could, let me set this up for you, Peter.
Sure.
Okay, so we get in, we get boozed up on the plane because we're at the back of the plane now chatting with the girls. They're giving us unlimited gin and tonics. They want us
Nice.
to hang out.
Yeah.
It was awesome. We felt super cool. We landed at, it's like 10:30 at night. We had like a 9 a.m. Eastern meeting, which is 6 a.m. here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we debate, do we go meet these girls? We're like, no good will come of that. So we leave that alone. Taxi into Manhattan. Pat's like, dude, I'm starving. How about you? I'm like, I'm so fucking hungry. She's like, we got to get pizza. We're in New York. It's now like rounding midnight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is what I told Kyle. We dropped our bags off. We walked for a long way, like maybe 8 blocks.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And we pulled into a place that did pizza by the slice with wine pairings.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
It was the best slice of pizza
Yeah.
and wine I've ever had.
I still refer to it, and I don't think it's because I was just really hungry. It was the best pizza I've ever tasted.
Same.
What do you guys remember what the name of the
Here's the
place was?
thing, and I want to pose this to Pat. I told Kyle, if you offered me $10 million to find that pizza place, I couldn't do it. I don't know.
No.
I mean, I could maybe track down what hotel we were at, and go
Yeah,
from
That
there.
would be the starting point. You'd have to do a search grid.
But I remember we took like so many weird streets and
Well, because we
alleys.
didn't fucking know. For whatever reason, we didn't just like Google map it. We were
No.
just like, we'll walk out, we'll find something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we
just
just
hoofed it
meandered aimlessly.
for ages. Yeah.
Well,
But
you
we
guys,
found
I
the best
mean,
pizza place in New York City.
you guys did have that episode when you were jogging and you had lost time, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Was it similar
This
to
is
that?
what Kyle
we
said
went-
to me when I told him about this when he said he was going to New York. He's like, you and Patrick just get into these weird things.
Yeah, you guys
It
are
wasn't
lost
that we
in each other's
lost
conversation.
time. We had some paranormal event happen.
That's right.
Okay.
Where
Matrix
we-
glitched.
Yeah, we traveled through some sort of wormhole in
Yeah.
Beverly Hills, California.
Fact.
Right. So you traveled through the wormhole and you guys ended up on the other side of town somehow. Is that what happened?
That's correct.
Very strange. I know we talked about it in a podcast like
We
3
ran
years
in
ago.
a straight line
Uh-huh.
and we somehow did a circle.
No one will ever understand it.
Never.
No,
ever.
my brother insists that he had an experience with a Ouija board where they brought an evil spirit into the house
Okay.
and then they had to get it contained by swear to God, like he's
It's like running around with a fart jar. He's like, I'll get you.
No, they had to get it back into the Ouija board. It was telling them its name and shit, and they were all freaked out. I think the lights flickered and
Oh,
the
no.
door slammed.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and and I always am just like, really, really, this happened? And he's like, swear to God, I'm just like, all
Yeah.
right.
Hey, speaking of ancient spirits, Kyle, what's in the news?
What's in the news?
news? All right. Well, I got something to talk about that
What
I
do you got?
found interesting. I mean, I'm wearing their shirt. We all know I think what Colossal's doing is really interesting. I sadly, even as an advisor, found this out on Instagram. They are bringing back the MOA.
Mm.
Do you know what that is, Peter?
It's that big flightless bird, right?
You've learned so much.
Very
I know.
large,
Yeah.
biggest flightless bird, right?
Second biggest.
Second biggest.
Elephant bird was the biggest. But yeah, so I guess Ben Lamb, the CEO, and Matt James, the chief animal officer, greatest title ever,
No shit.
went to New Zealand, met with Peter Jackson.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then a bunch of indigenous tribes, and I forget which ones, various, I think it might say it there, project partners with New Zealand's Nagai Tahu. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong.
Now, Peter Jackson's, he did Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
yeah.
Film
And they
director.
just
Film
basically
director.
were like, hey, let's fucking do this thing. So they
Crazy.
They got all the stuff they needed, and they're going to genetically modify, hybrid creatures and use the DNA. The same thing they always do,
Yeah.
use the DNA. and bring back some moas.
What do you think the base animal will be? Because we know with the wolf or the wolf they brought back, they used the base of a regular wolf, right?
Look it up, Kyle. What's the closest living relative to a moa? I think it's a kiwi. It's a ratite, so it's a flightless bird.
Yeah.
But the
Not
closest
a
living
bird,
relative
huh?
to the extinct moa is the
Tinamu.
Tinamu. Group of
Tinamu.
South American. Weird. I don't know if that's
Yeah,
still used, but
that's really weird.
yeah.
Why is that weird? They look nothing like each other? Or?
I just
I
think
don't
it's
know.
weird that the closest relatives in South America.
Agreed. Yeah. But it's, it's a big ratite, so it's similar to an ostrich or a cassowary or one of those things.
Dude,
Not
pull
exactly the
up
same,
a size comparison. They have a taxidermied or a rendition of a moa at one of the museums in New Zealand.
but I remember you sent me pictures of that when you were there.
Yeah.
Do we know? Did
Look
the
at the
moa
size
go
of this thing,
extinct
dude.
within like the last 100 years or so?
When people went to New Zealand, the Maori people settled there. They killed them out.
600 years.
Oh wow, 600 years. Shit. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why. And again, when Colossal does things, obviously I think Colossal's cool, but when they do things that are righting humanity's wrongs, even when it was like ignorance, like, oh, well, we didn't know we'd kill all the moas or the dodos or the thylacine.
Yeah.
I think that's great. So I think this is really
Look at that
interesting.
thing.
Apparently, there's a lot of DNA of these guys because it's only 600 years old.
Makes sense.
Tons of fragmented eggshells, tons of bones. I think was there a preserved foot I saw Peter Jackson holding there, or Ben was holding. Yeah, so they've got all this. They've got all the stuff. They're
They
gonna
look
build
like
a moa.
twins.
Yeah,
They do look like twins.
They look like twins.
they
Wow.
look like twins who had a rough night.
That
to
is
be
a
honest.
large foot. That is a big bird, man. They're
Isn't that
gonna
crazy?
That's insane. So I think I saw the side by side next to a human or an ostrich or whatever. This is probably what, like 4 times the size of an ostrich?
Probably like double.
Double.
I don't know.
Yeah,
if you get
very
like that
big.
size
Tall.
comparison, you can probably tell. But
It's huge. It could kill a human for sure.
So yeah, people moved into New Zealand and bopped these things on the head and ate them, and they went away. But something else that ate them went extinct
that's right.
Was this
as
a,
well.
a bird of some
Yeah.
sort,
Yeah.
right?
He's learned so much.
Wait, was it
I
the,
know I've
He
told
didn't
the
even know what
story,
a
but
bird was when
he
we
had no
started
idea.
this
Never
podcast.
heard of a bird.
Yeah,
never heard bird.
What was it? What did you tell? It was the Haast eagle,
The
right?
Haast eagle.
Yeah,
that's right.
Because it would bomb down and fucking peck their heads out.
Do you know
Oh
how
my
it got
God.
named that?
The Haas?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, have you ever heard that song? It's like, do.
Du Haas.
Oh, yeah, by Rammstein.
No, stop
Yeah,
it. That's not true.
Rumskin named the bird.
That's not true.
No, it's not. But it's cool.
Yo,
It's a fun
so-
idea.
Dude, was pretty bummed yesterday. I got like a link showed up on Reddit for one of those bird feeders that has the camera and the AI in it that can detect the birds.
Yeah.
This is like a new thing. You had brought it up. You have one.
Yeah,
I
Bird
think.
Buddy.
Yeah, Bird Buddy.
Uh-huh.
How much did it cost you?
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. They reached out to me when they were prototyping and sent me 3 of them.
Oh, wow.
And I set up 2. I still have one in the box. I could give you guys.
Oh,
I'd
dude,
give it to you if you want.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
But
no
here's
problem.
why I was bummed. I swear to God, I'll take it because they normally cost between like 100 and some of them cost up to $300.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And this was like a coupon. And I know this is bullshit on Amazon sometimes. It said it was originally listed for 300, which I'm sure is bullshit, but it was $50. And I sent it to my wife like,
But was it the Bird Buddy? Because there's
Not
like
the
a
Bird
bunch
Buddy.
of knockoff ones.
yeah,
now.
it was a knockoff.
It's like a Temu like version.
But
yeah.
but still, it was $50. So I was like, this is a good deal, and I've wanted one of these because I think it'd be fun to show the kids.
yeah,
and like,
yeah. What birds visit?
yeah, it has AI telling you what bird it is and
Mhm.
shit and information on it. Wife just didn't respond, and I was like, oh, it must be a mistake. Like she's not as stoked as
Nah,
I
she
am.
just hates you.
Then I asked her when I saw her, I was like, what'd you think of the bird thing? She's like, eh. I was like, are you kidding me? This is such a deal, and it's the coolest goddamn thing I've ever seen.
Dude,
Maybe she hates birds.
yeah.
But you were really angry at birds earlier in the week.
Was I? What happened? I forget.
Well, you were asking me if there were any birds that walk instead of hopping.
Why was
And-
I angry?
Well, you kind of ranted about pigeons.
Well, I'm sure I forgot about it. I was thinking a lot about the hop and the walking because I was just like I was trying to think like there's hopping birds, but I can't think of any that just like stroll. And then
All
when
the
you,
long leggers do.
well, yeah, the
Flamingos.
ostrich, flamingos, they stroll.
They're strollers.
Yeah, I guess I just wasn't my brain wasn't expanded enough, you know.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, that's enough bird nonsense.
Real quick, Kyle, while we're talking, if you could do a throwback later, There's a great bit that Patrick does on YouTube. It's really old. He does it about birds being attracted to one another.
How do you think
that
of these
still
things?
on there?
It's on there. See if you can find it on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I've never. This is a stand-up bit.
Patrick
What is this?
DeLuca improv.
I mean, this is probably from
bird
2005.
joke. Oh yeah, it's
There's
old.
no way this is on the
The
internet
delivery
still.
is really spot on.
Bird show.
Bird show. No, put improv comedy, bird bit.
and then 300 more words for
Yeah.
the search. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. You'll
Did you
find
see
it
it there?
someday.
I'll find it someday. That's why I said we'll do a throwback later.
Okay.
see if you can
Okay.
find
Is
it.
that it right there?
That's something. That's Pat.
It was,
Outdoor
it was a
injuries?
great bit. Got huge laughs.
It was funny. I laughed. Because, can you just do it right now? You remember?
So all my friends did stand up, and I would go to the improv. And I was like, some of them aren't even very funny in life.
Yeah.
So I was just like, and we were really good friends with the manager. So he was like, Chris Rock was going to do 45 minutes, but he can only do 30. Do you want to do 10 minutes?
Yeah.
And I'd just be like, all right. And then I would just wing jokes about like animals.
Oh, nice. That makes sense.
It was just a bit about like, how does a bird know that another bird's like hot?
Yeah.
I don't know how.
That
What
was the whole joke.
Oh,
And then
okay.
I was like, are the pigeons at the park being like, dude, check out the beak on that bitch. It's so yellow.
So yellow.
Yeah. So it's just that kind of stuff.
good.
I like
It's
that.
That kind of stuff.
Kyle, you're feverishly scrolling pictures of manta rays. Are you planning a tropical vacation while we're talking over here?
No, I'm not.
What are you looking at?
Well, apparently there's
Oh.
go ahead, Forrest.
Oh, I just saw the headline. New species of manta ray found. Before we dig into this, I'm going to say it's bullshit. Board shorts to the pod, huh, guy?
You got shorts on?
Yeah.
We all
but
have shorts
These are the OG stretch chubbies right here.
Yeah.
Well, I have my Chubbies Classic Line swim trunks because I'm going from here to LAX, meeting my wife there, going to Cabo
Oh, that starts
for 3
today.
days. Yep.
Oh, lucky. Now I'm just jealous.
No underpants on the plane needed because they are lined.
You're
no
one of those
chafing.
guys.
Dude, Chubbies took everything that was annoying about old school swimsuits, like the scratchy liner.
Yeah.
This is like wearing a pair of velvet panties.
It's very.
And it's
very
all
silky.
in one. You got your shorts, you got your liner. You don't have to keep track of where your undies went.
No, and by the way, then when it's dinner time to head to the bar,
Yeah.
I'll put my Chubbies Performance polo on, look real nice.
Ooh, sharp.
For a limited time, use our exclusive code WILD for $10 off at chubbyshorts.com. Let the thighs out. Let the good times roll.
Look, whether you're heading to Cabo, suiting up for cannonballs, cookouts, or casual Fridays, Chubbies has you covered. For a limited time, Chubbies is giving our listeners $10 off your order with our code WILD at chubbyshorts.com. That's code WILD at chubbyshorts.com. Support our show. Tell them we sent you. Give summer one last hurrah. Keep the good vibes going with Chubbies.
Yeah. I switched my elderly 15-year-old cat's diet to great success. Legit. My cat Lemley, I switched him over to Small's fresh cat food and notable increase in energy.
Oh, my
really?
God.
Just like, because I was like, she's 15. She's lethargic. She sleeps a lot. She's old.
Yeah.
Same.
Dude, I swear to God, she's back to like chasing invisible bugs around the house. Like I hear her all night doing like when
cat sounds.
she was 5 years younger. She loves the food and is incredibly annoying because she constantly wants more of it.
Yeah.
But man, it's like really giving her some pep in the step.
Yeah, it's not a fluke either, dude. I started mine on Smalls too. Not only tons of energy, but so much more affectionate. Think my cat likes me more and is like, he's like, thanks, dude, for doing me a solid with the Small.
Shinier coat.
Yeah,
And they're giving a
coat.
high protein, like balanced diet, things that cats are supposed to eat, not
I wanna
kibble
eat
filled
it.
with grain,
Right.
which I
Yeah.
think is awesome.
I had it for dinner last night.
Yeah, that's great.
Don't eat it.
For a limited time only, because you are a Wild Times listener, you can get 60% off your first Smalls order, plus free shipping when you head to smalls.com/wild. That's 60% off when you head to smalls.com/wild, plus free shipping. Again, that's smalls.com/wild. Do us a favor, go and grab some. Do your cat a favor, give them a better diet. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
What? So knowing nothing else.
Literally, I've only read the headlines.
So is the reason that you don't believe it because manta rays are gigantic?
No, yes. The headline, well, it's no and yes. The headline is new species of manta ray. So your brain and the clickbait goes, wow, they found a brand new 15-foot long wingspan sea butterfly, which is basically what a manta ray is.
Right.
And then I promise you, I haven't looked at it. I'm still looking at Peter. I'm not looking at the news. I promise you when we click the article, it's going to be like, well, turns out the manta rays that are in Tahiti have one slightly less scale on one side of their testicles, and some guy who's trying to make a name for himself has said it's a new species. And it's like, it's not. It's just one that rubbed a rock funny.
If manta rays have testicles,
Yeah.
I will be shocked.
So how close am I
what's
to
the
being
upshot,
accurate
Kyle?
on that? Kyle?
Yeah, I mean, the reason I was frantically scrolling through this thing is because I was trying to find something of substance because there's absolutely nothing here.
Yeah, there we go.
Well,
no,
so it
let's
is
see what it
bullshit?
says. In the crystal clear waters of the Atlantic Ocean, a large creature. Oh my God, this is stupid. Keep going.
It's
Turned
like
out to be a
like
cryptic new species.
It's
A
like when
team
you
of
find a
researchers
recipe
decided to
online.
take a closer look at the manta rays and devil rays of the Atlantic Ocean. Blah, blah, blah.
There's a lot of blah blah blah.
Wow, there's a lot of fluff here. So where's the new species? What is the information, Kyle?
It says
Nope, that's that. Don't go to that paragraph. That doesn't say anything.
there's nothing. That's why there's nothing here.
Go back to
it says that
the bullet points that Edwin put together for us. What does it say? It was rumored to be a new species, but recently researchers identified the new species. Here we go. Through detailed analysis of physical features and DNA using museum specimens and cited databases. This is the thing we do now.
It has a distinctive black and white coloring compared to other manta rays.
No, it doesn't. They're all that
They're
color.
all that color.
Yeah.
But it's one
That'd be
shade
like-
different.
That'd be like saying we discovered a new penguin because it's black and white.
Dude, exactly. It's just like this is what you do now to get funding. I think I told you guys I'm literally writing a book on this currently. I don't know if it's the
Really?
first
Oh, really?
time I've announced this. or
No,
not.
yeah. What is it?
Oh, yeah, I don't have a title for it yet, but I've interviewed all of my favorite like renegade scientists and biologists that have kind of broken the mold of conservation, and it'll be published next year. You know, it's all being written and everything. And the point of the book is that the model's broken. And I know we've talked about that many times. The model of biology and conservation is broken. And this is a perfect example. And I'm not naming names. I don't know the researcher that did this. But now, if you want to get funding, you just go look for a group of animals that's the same as another group of animals that live somewhere slightly different.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, we have an agenda. Our agenda is to figure out how this is a different species. Not because we genuinely believe it. You know what I mean? It's like, let's come up with a way to make it a different species so that we as a group of researchers can claim we found a new species, we made this big discovery, now we're going to get funding, then we're going to go do another one.
Okay.
And it's like, how is that actually benefiting?
Doesn't sound like it is.
It's not. It's like, yeah, we need to save manta rays.
Yeah.
That's it. We know that.
Right.
Like, work on saving and work on, like, this is just a ploy for attention and funding.
It is fucked up how, I mean, you know, that's how everything kind of works in the world though, isn't it? I mean, you have to put on this big facade to be able to get the money to do shit. But it's like there really is how could there be any other way? Humans have just lost their way. They're not going to get money any other way, like out of the goodness of Bill Gates' heart.
Well, if you just go out and be like, here, I'm a manta ray conservationist or researcher or whatever, and I just want to save them, it's like, cool, get in line.
Yeah, they'll be like, why should we give you money?
Exactly.
So go back up. So it's saying, does this picture change your mind at all? It's saying they have this distinct symmetrical black and white markings.
I mean, not really. That's the thing. If you, like, Kyle, go to a video of manta ray school feeding. You know, you could do that at Sakaro, you could do that at Hawaii, whatever. And you'll see every single one is slightly different. There are jet black ones, there are black and white ones. They all have a slightly different patterning. So to just come up and be like, oh, these ones have this one, it's like, it's whatever.
Right.
And the undersides too. Oh boy, look at this guy. The undersides too
That's what you look
are
like
like a
mate.
footprint, you know, or sorry, a fingerprint. Like
Oh,
all their
they're all
spotting
different.
is different. So it's just, I'm not saying it's bad research. I haven't read the article. I'm being overly critical, but it's just one of those things where the headline makes you think all of a sudden you're going to see a giant manta ray that's never been seen before, and it's just not that.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you guys seen the pink one?
the pink manta ray?
You ever seen this?
No.
Kyle, do your job.
So this has got to be something.
This is real.
Oh, I thought it was going to be very
Holy
light
crap.
pink.
No.
It's hot. It's a fully hot pink 15-foot manta ray.
It looks like someone took a highlighter
Yeah.
to it.
What's going on there?
What happened?
It's some let me try that again. It's some weird genetic morph. I don't know if it's leucism or albinism or what it is, but
CRISPR.
it's not CRISPR. But this is real. These pictures that you think are all colored in
AI.
Chat GPT, this is a real
Can
thing.
you go to the one? Is that a pink dolphin? Oh no, the manta ray coming above the surface.
That's a dolphin.
Oh, that's
a
a
river
dolphin.
dolphin. But
Got it.
scroll down.
Okay.
Go to that one from the Smithsonian. Let's see what it says about it.
That is wild.
Isn't that cool? That's real. I believe it's at that Ningaloo Reef that I went and filmed at, which I absolutely loved. First spotted lurking in the waters off Australia. Lady Elliot Island. Don't know where that is. 11-foot male fish. Cheekily named, blah, 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 blah. The pink panther. Does it say what the root cause is?
Man.
Doesn't matter. But isn't that cool? And that guy's just like out there, and he's been filmed every year for like 10 years.
That says genetic mutation.
Well, we know that.
It says they ruled out a skin infection or an unusually red pigment-heavy diet.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're,
So they don't know.
Mutation.
But yeah, it's just some weird, mutation with leucism, albinism,
one
something
variant
like
called erythraism. Urethraism
that. Erythrism?
can give skin a reddish.
I'm going
or
to crack
pinkish
this light
hue.
strike.
Yeah, have yourself
That's
a
a good
booze.
idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, no.
Oh, it's good. Sorry.
What flavor?
This one is
orange
the
mango.
Orange mango. It's
Yeah.
delish.
Hydrate yourself.
All right, well, you know what? Your erythrism
Mhm.
just reminded me of a game. Kyle, give me a jingle for a game.
Ow!
That actually came together really well.
Worked out
Kyle,
okay.
host the not weird animal laws. Host the weird names game, beastly buzzword game.
This
Ah,
is
How
the-
does it work? Explain it. Let's get into it.
So I'm going to read you guys a word, and then it's a scientific word that
Okay.
describes an animal's behavior. And you guys are going to have to guess what the behavior is based on the word.
And when he says you guys, he's talking about you, brosters and sisters. We want you to play along with us. Comment.
Yeah, we're just going to be quiet. We're just going to be silent
Yeah.
while you guys
While
play.
you
the game.
play.
Yeah.
You're going to
Kyle
be the
hosts.
fourth
Yeah.
contestant. See if you can get.
We already
guess.
We did number one last time.
Did we do kleptoparasitism?
We sure did.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well,
Let's see if any of us remember.
I thought I had a point.
I remember what your guess was.
Probably something about stealing fish eggs or something.
Yeah. Let's not do that. We did that one like a month ago.
Well, now I
No.
want to know what the fuck it is.
Yeah. Do you guys remember what it is?
No.
I think I do, which is it's when an animal steals something from another animal, like a nest or babies or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The food in particular.
Food
Stealing
in
food.
particular.
Food thieves.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay. First one is obligate nasal breather.
That's a scientific term.
Yeah.
My
Peter
wife.
at night.
That's your
my
wife
wife
sleeping?
She calls me that. She's like, "You're a mouth breather." She's a nasal breather.
I think
wow.
I can piece this together from the words.
Same.
Ugh.
What do you got, Peter?
Oh, I mean, you're obligated to breathe through your nose, so they don't breathe through their mouth.
They can't. It's animals that cannot breathe through
they
their mouth.
refuse.
Such as an elephant,
And they
which can only breathe through its
their
trunk.
nose. Like a good.
That's
Yes,
a good
that's
one.
correct.
That's a easy mode.
Wait, are dogs? What's the thing? Because if you hold a dog's snout closed, it could suffocate.
Is that true? Dogs
Well,
can't
that
breathe
means they
through their
can't
nose?
breathe
I
through their
believe so.
nose.
Can dogs breathe through their nose? Let's find out.
I've heard that if you were to hold a dog's mouth closed, that they could suffocate from it.
It says dogs can breathe through their nose.
Oh, they are primarily nasal breathers.
Ask if you can hold a dog's mouth closed.
He will refuse to give it.
Don't
he will
ask
die on
him
this
that.
hill.
You know what he means. No, yes, you can hold the dog's mouth shut. He means, will that kill it? That's the question here.
It is not recommended. We'll say that. So
Either
don't
way,
wanna-
you shouldn't do it.
You don't want to
Yeah,
pull
well, I
your
mean,
dog.
don't
around.
pester dogs, whether they're your dog or someone else. Can be potentially fatal
It
if
does
it
restrict
restricts their
their breathing.
breathing. They breathe through their nostrils, but if their mouth's held shut, blah, blah, blah. blah.
All right.
Well,
Whatever.
here's a pro tip.
Doesn't fucking
If
matter.
your dog has its mouth shut, hold its mouth shut for an extra second, peel its lips back, and kiss it on the teeth.
Yeah.
I would not with my dog.
I do that all.
No,
I don't
no.
know why I do it. It's such a gross thing I
Yeah.
do, but I love it.
I'm gonna sidetrack us real quick,
Mhm.
but remember I was talking to you guys about how my dog and vets are horrible. I took him to the vet, and then
Oh yeah, did you
Yeah.
ever do
The
the teeth
sneezing
cleaning
thing.
thing like I told you about?
right, yeah, because he had this sneezing issue. He's been having these banana sneezing fits.
Yeah.
So I took him to a new vet, and I was really happy with her and everything. But so she gave him some antibiotics and basically just wiped his teeth off
Uh-huh.
with a gauze pad, which I could never do because he'd bite my hand off. And
By the way, if you're just watching this, Peter's dog weighs 8 pounds.
11.3 actually. 'cause
Pardon me.
He was just waiting.
Wow.
So breath doesn't smell at all anymore between the antibiotics and wiping off the teeth.
Bingo.
I've been to my other vet fucking 4 times at least. They've never done anything except for try to convince me to pay $2,000 to $6,000 to put him under and pull his teeth and clean his teeth.
Have you ever seen Catch Me
It's
If You Can?
unbelievable.
Leonardo DiCaprio movie?
Yeah.
I've thought this for many, many years. You could do that pretending to be a vet.
Oh, sure.
Absolutely.
You could, like, there are a very few things that you could just skirt by and make millions of dollars.
Right.
I could literally just go rent out an office in a strip mall, put up a sign, and be like, dog vet.
Fake degree.
Mhm.
Yeah.
ChatGPT.
Yeah,
degree.
not even, dude. Kyle could bust that out on Photoshop in about a minute for you.
By the way, with the advent of AI too, you could probably pull it off successfully and treat dogs now.
I'm telling you, you
Or
could be
animals.
a multi-millionaire, Catch Me If You Can style con artist as a vet.
Let's do
No
it.
No one's gonna call you out. And guess what? If your patient dies, you're like, it's a little too late. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that'll be
Do vets make
$600
millions
to
of
cremate.
dollars?
I think so. The good ones do, right?
I don't know.
Well,
I'm
definitely.
sure there's some
I mean, you
that
have to pay
six
millions
figures.
to go to vet school, so they better.
I don't know.
It's definitely mid six figures.
Sure.
I
All
heard
right.
I heard a story. I don't want
like
to
vets.
throw someone under the bus here, but a mutual friend went to Alaska to do an Alaska. We'll get back to the Beastly Buzzword game in a minute here, Kyle.
An
Just,
Alaska vet.
This is
show.
my fault.
yeah,
I take full
you know those
responsibility.
like I remember when Animal Planet had 100 vet shows, and it was like
Yeah,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
following the fun vet to see what he does. So our friend goes up to Alaska, and they get in, and the first day they're like set to film, and it's all bubbly, and it's like I'm the bad boy, and I'm the fun one, and I'm the campy one, and whatever.
Yeah.
And they go in and they start filming, and the first patient that comes in is this lady's cat. Cat needed her teeth cleaned, claws trimmed, something like that, something totally benign.
Yeah.
And the lady comes in, she's like, "Here's Fluffy, and I hope that I hope that she can get her claws trimmed nicely." And she does her little interview, and she's like, "Fluffy's just been scratching up the couch a lot, and it'll be so good to have her claws trimmed, and we'll pick her up today at 3. And they take Fluffy back there, mix up the paperwork, kill the cat.
Oh my God.
But here's the thing, and
Like
this is what our friend
euthanize?
told me. Yeah, they overdo the cat or whatever.
Oh my God.
And for a claw, literally a harmless
Yeah.
claw trim. And then the lady comes back at 3, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm here to pick up Scruff's Fluffy," whatever I called it. And then they're like, "Oh, we're so sorry to tell you that Fluffy actually had a fatal and aggressive form of cancer, and
Wow.
and she passed away on the table."
I'm fucking.
And the woman eats it up, believes it all, breaks down in tears. It's like, I can't believe it. Like, she seemed so healthy. She had a great breakfast this morning. Everything.
This is infuriating.
Completely got away with it. The show never went to air, and they continued to film for like 2 more weeks or whatever, film the whole thing.
Yeah.
But this friend of ours, and again, I don't want to point fingers or anybody to tie this back to who what this was, but this friend of ours is like, "Yeah, that was when I learned that like vet clinics are fucking bullshit."
Unfucking
And he told me like this is, and they like the whole vet clinic had a meeting about it, and they're like, "This is what we tell her. Like, do not admit that we not euthanize, what's the thing?
Anesthetized.
Anesthetized.
Yeah.
Do not admit that we over anesthetized the cat. Just tell her that it had this rare form of
This is
aggressive
infuriating.
cancer."
Yuck.
And the woman like lost her pet that day that she took in for a routine claw trimming.
And then got lied to and
Yeah.
fucking just. I hope those people.
Well, maybe
go
she
fucking
listens
go
to the
hell.
show.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe she'll find out.
Exactly. And then and I thought it was kind of a bit of just desserts that they never aired the show.
Good. Fuck
Yeah.
them.
Dude, do you know that if you take, like, let's say she knew what happened, you can't sue the vet.
Yeah, what's that? There's a term
It's
for that.
because your dog is considered property, or your cat, your pet is considered property versus, like, you can't
Like
sue
a
for like a
living-
wrongful death.
Right.
Right, exactly. And then there's like a medical wrongful death is one of it, but there's a medical term in the vet space where you cannot sue if the doctor's fucked up, basically.
Yeah, you probably
Right.
sign like some kind of fucking arbitration. Like you
No,
sign
you
like
can't,
a.
there's no recourse.
There's no
with
legal
pets.
recourse.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, that's shitty, man. See, even more reasons to hate vets. There are some good ones, but it's not 50-50. It's not even close.
I want to be very clear on this. I think being a vet's a very noble profession. It's something that was when I wasn't sure what I was going to do going through school as getting a biology degree. I thought I'd probably become a vet
Yeah.
because I think it's a great profession. I don't want people to take this the wrong way.
Just
I think
be
it's
a good one. Be a nice person.
or just be honest or whatever. And that's
Yeah.
not the point. We're talking about horror stories here. But
Yeah.
I think it's a great profession, very noble profession. I adore my dog my last dog everything. And if it wasn't for vets, my last
But he
dog.
doesn't give a shit about cats.
No, I
Hates
don't.
cats.
But that's besides the point. I don't want this to come off
Just
the wrong
if you're
way.
gonna be a vet, don't go into it for the money. I seriously think like if
Be
you're
a
just
catch me if you can vet.
just help animals.
Be a fake vet.
Yeah, be a fake
and
vet.
help animals.
All right, Kyle,
I
what's
totally
next on the
sidetracked
buzzword
us.
game?
Let's get going on the buzzword
All right,
quiz.
the next one. First of all, it's 1 point, everyone.
Thank
Yes.
you. That's
Next
Yes.
is Codle autonomy.
Anonymous.
Caudal autonomy.
Autonomy, Codle. Man, autonomy, I know, but Codle. So Codle, geez.
Caudlefish?
Cuddlefish.
Cuddle.
Yeah.
All right, so this means that the newborns of this behavior is that the newborn animal does not need to be cuddled by its parents.
Okay.
No cuddle. Cuddle.
I'm going to go
autonomy.
caudal. I'm going like cauterized. I'm thinking this is something that can stop itself from bleeding through some sort of interesting
Oh, that's a good
mechanism.
Oh,
Yes.
that is interesting.
I don't think it's right, but that's what I'm doing.
I don't know why I'm like drawing caudal to cloacal, and I should know what caudal is, but I can't think of it for some reason. Probably because I haven't had a magic mind, which I'm going to have now and then win the game. I'm going to say it's when you're like a teenage boy and you have no control over your penis, and it just gets hard at random. Like when a dog's just hanging out, all of a sudden red rocket.
I think that's, I'm
Caudal
going to change
autonomy.
my answer and go with, no, I'm just kidding.
What did that answer?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm actually going to give a half point to Patrick.
Yes.
Figured.
It's kind of close, but not quite there.
What is it?
It's
Take the half
shedding the tail to escape.
Oh shit! I knew that. I so knew. That's such an obvious
so,
one.
gecko, skinks,
It's what
lizards.
lizards do.
Yeah, but why is it? What's caudal?
Like
you
I
get
think,
the-
like you said, like you like you cauterize,
Interesting.
Is
All
that?
right.
Can you Google that? That's not what caudal is.
isn't it?
No.
Oh, so take away that half point, by
No,
the way.
keep it. You don't get to tell him.
I was just giving him a suggestion.
Of or like a tail.
Okay.
So
Okay,
it literally
well,
means
yep,
a tail.
Never mind.
So the red rocket
Oh,
thing
what?
also gets half a point because it's kind of like a tail.
Nah.
for
Yeah,
its
I
front.
get
front.
half a point too for no fucking reason.
If there's not a judge, what's next?
We're going down to 0.5. 1/4 point for Patrick.
Okay.
So
One and a quarter points.
One and a
Yes.
quarter.
Yes.
What was that? Whose line is it anyway? Remember that? Like
Uh,
points don't
by the way,
matter.
still on the air.
No, it's
Yep.
not.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
With Wayne Brady?
No,
He's not
yeah.
on it, I don't think. It's hosted by someone else.
Aisha.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Aisha,
Aisha
Tyler.
Tyler.
Yeah.
You would know that. That's like
I still
so-
watch it once in a while.
Yeah, you would.
Oh, yeah. It was Drew
Remember the
Carey,
guys? Drew Carey, Wayne Brady,
Wayne
the tall,
Brady.
skinny guy. What was
Ryan
his name?
Ryan Stiles.
Yes,
He's
Brian
still on it.
Stiles.
Still on
Is he
there,
really?
Yeah. Yep.
Dude,
They're
that
very,
guy's just
very
had a,
unfunny.
Yeah, but that guy has just had a steady job of doing the same skits
Yeah.
for what 35 years.
Yeah. I mean,
With
he's-
just like an unfunny, smug, boring demeanor.
the thing is too, like, well, I don't want to get on a whole thing again, but he's mailing it in. Like nobody can do something 30 years the same
Right.
thing and still like be creatively
Think how much
satisfied.
fake laughing he's done in his life.
Oh my god.
He's done more fake laughing than anyone we've ever
Kind
met.
of like me on this podcast.
Oh,
All right, here we go.
mean.
All right, so the next one is dermatophagy.
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 You're gonna get canceled.
Dermatophagy, I think might be the word.
Nope. I don't know.
Yeah,
So,
it's a tough one.
What is phagy? Can you give me what phagy means? Phagy means?
I don't think you can say that out loud.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
what
You
does it
should
mean
not.
in scientific terms? Just give me a little.
No, I don't know. I have no idea.
God, I know. Like
I mean,
I've
we all
heard-
know what derma is. It's
Yeah,
skin.
it's skin.
Tophagy. Reminds me of a sweet treat.
It sounds delicious.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go with this is when you. Okay, let's just say you. This is when an animal sheds its skin.
I was going there. I was going to go snake
It's
skin
too
shedding,
obvious. I'm
Is
just going
it?
to go with the obvious one. Yeah,
which is
shedding skin.
okay. So you're both going for that. I'm gonna throw a Hail Mary here because I would have guessed the same thing. I'm gonna say dermatophagy is when an animal like a cuttlefish can change the color of its skin.
Nope.
Oh, nobody.
None of us.
No,
huh?
you guys were actually on the right track. So this is when an animal eats its own skin.
Ah,
Oh,
shit! I knew
man.
that too.
So phagy must be like eating.
Why do they do that?
For nutrients.
Oh,
Our
yeah.
newts do that, Kyle. You know
Yes.
those newts we got? Have you seen yours do that yet?
I've not seen it, no.
Dude,
But yeah, it says
I
Sicilians.
think I
You
have
guys are
I
getting
think I have
pretty
a
close.
video of
You guys
this.
bought newts together?
Well, I invited you guys too. We went to that pet fair thing.
oh yeah,
And don't ask me why, but Kyle and I each got 2 newts. And
the only affordable thing.
dude, I got home. I think I have a video. I'll send it to Kyle while we chat. I got home and immediately I was like, oh, this guy doesn't look healthy. And he just started shedding his skin. And then I came back and he was eating it.
I
Free
heard
meal.
So there's that.
I heard
there.
the craziest thing recently. You know that lobsters would live forever, except for.
Why are you struggling to speak?
Except for, I had a light strike. No, but so they would they're basically immortal, except they get so big and to the point where that they can't molt their shell off or their exterior off, and so they just give up and die. They don't have enough energy.
Is that true?
I swear to God, to molt because they get so
cool.
big, and then they just die. But if it wasn't for that, they have something that regenerates their telomeres, which are the things that are responsible for cell death and aging, and it's wild. I just saw this the other day. But lobsters would live forever.
I did not know that. So it's just a matter of energy output to be able to shed.
They just give up. They get too big to be able to.
So they're
molt.
quitters.
They're quitters. Yeah.
So we shouldn't feel bad when we eat them.
No. Hey, can you also look up real quick just how long do lobsters live for?
It says over 100 years.
Holy shit!
So we should feel bad then.
You know that
absolutely.
that's probably
The
the
oldest
thing.
was 140.
Do you know that that's probably the
Oldest
thing that
documented.
boosted me to fame more than anything, way more than Naked and Afraid or anything else?
Lobsters?
You don't know about this?
No. Shut
Dude,
up.
Kyle.
You're making something up here.
No, I swear to God, Kyle. This is how
By
stupid
the way,
I was.
I
Did you
love
put
how
one on
he-
your testicle?
I said he
Dude,
said
I
he's
think
famous.
this is how you and I. Yeah, I did. This is how you and I became friends. Just so you know, type in Forrest Galante, Lobster. Now wait for it, Albert Girther.
What?
That's
What
what I
does this
named
even
him.
mean? Oh
Albert.
my God!
Yep, there you go.
You found a giant lobster?
Oh, that's not helpful. Just take out the Albert Girther. Oh, there you go.
He also put mobster instead of lobster.
Oh, that's why. Forrest Galante Mobster.
That is a massive lobster.
So
Forrest Galante.
there's somewhere in here.
70-year-old.
Where is that? Is this in Irish Mirror? I mean, you can go to that one. It got syndicated by everything, but it started. Just actually, sorry, real quick, Kyle. Go see if you can find the
How do we
Daily
not
Mail
know
one.
this, by the way?
I've seen this picture.
Yeah.
So
I think I've seen it.
man, there's a great little video and it's worth a watch. Just okay, take Mobster out because that doesn't make any sense. Put Lobster in, and then let's see what comes up there and go to videos real quick. There we go. I caught a giant lobster. Just go to that one right there, top one. So I made this little video, and this is how
Albert
bad our production quality was. So we went diving. It's all right. You don't need to run the audio. But I'm super fired up because I just caught the largest lobster of my life. Right? We're out at the Channel Islands. I'm diving in it's a near lobster season opener.
Yeah.
And I'm diving and I'm on my way back to the boat, nearly with a limit of lobster, and I catch this freaking mama
Holy
jama.
shit! How many pounds is that lobster?
It was 12 pounds.
wow.
So
Same
I-
as Charlie, my dog.
Yes, exactly. So I caught this lobster and I'm freaking out. And this is this is like iPhone 1
Right.
days. You know
We
what I
can
mean?
tell.
Like,
Yeah.
So I'm like, guys, film me. And I didn't make videos or anything back then. This was pre that like era of content creation. But I was like, this is so unique. So I filmed this little clip of me being like, check out this lobster. It's the biggest one I've ever seen. Blah, blah, blah. Get back home. Yeah, you can literally see the iPhone 1 as somebody's scrolling over there. And I get back home.
Wow.
Skip forward in the video. And so
He's hugging you. The lobster's hugging you.
he's so big he can hold my chest. But I get home,
That's
lobster
the worst
diving.
picture I've ever seen of you.
Oh, they're all bad. Go back, Kyle. Go back a little bit. So I get home. He's
Yeah.
this big. So what you do? Just pause for 1 second. I want to tell the story. So first of all, I catch this giant lobster. I'm super proud. I take this little video clip. Then in the morning, I wake Jess up. I go get my mom, everybody, and I'm like, check it out. I caught this huge lobster. And it's still alive because in order to store lobster, you don't want them, as soon as a lobster dies, it starts to basically rot.
Right.
So you don't want them to die. So you keep them alive. You put seaweed in the cooler to keep them alive. And as long as it's not hot out, they stay alive. So, I got back at like 1, 2 in the morning.
Keeps them cool?
Just keeps them wet and cool and, allows them to breathe a little bit kind of thing. Lobster can spend a lot of time out of the water without asphyxiating. And anyway, so I wake up like 4 hours later and the lobster's still alive. So press play real quick. So I start taking all these photos with this lobster, again, because I'm so proud because I've never caught such a big lobster. Turns out it was one of like the state records. Pause there for a second. It was like a state record or one of the largest lobster ever caught.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting here looking at this and I've got like, 6, I think the limit was 7 then, 6 lobster that are like a pound and this one that's 12 pounds. And I'm like, I don't want to kill this thing. As a biologist, I'm like, I know he's older than me. I know he's like a specimen. fuck, I should have let him go. So I raced down to the Taiwaner Sea Center, which is our little tiny aquarium at the end of the Santa Barbara Pier, and I go, hey, I've got this lobster. Do you want it? And they're like, no, we get lobster fishermen ask us all the time. We don't want a lobster. I was like, all right, are you sure you want to look at it? And they're like, all right, let us see. And I open the cooler and they're like, holy shit. Yes, we'll take him.
Yeah.
So they throw him in this fish tank. Hit play again, Kyle. They throw him in this fish tank and everybody's like, I don't know if he's going to make it. He's been out of water for a half a day, blah,
Sure,
blah. I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, I don't know either. Let's see. Pause for a second there. He ends up living at the Taiwaner Sea Center for like a month until the weather's good again. And I call him up and I'm like, hey, you still got my lobster? I visited him like 2 or 3 times. They're like, yeah, he's happy. He's feeding. He's molted. He's chasing the females around. Like, he's awesome. And I'm like, fuck yeah. And a month later, I call him up. I'm like, hey, I want to free him. And they're like, sure, come and pick him up.
Yeah.
So I go and scoop him from the Taiwaner Sea Center, take my boat out to the heart of the largest marine reserve on Santa Cruz Island, where I know nobody can ever get him again.
Yeah.
And press play, Kyle. And so I take him and again, this is like GoPros and iPhone 1.
Yeah.
And I take my my little GoPro. Like, look at the size of him in the cooler. Like, he doesn't
he's
fit in
the
the
size
cooler.
of the whole
Fit in the giant
cooler. I mean, his
cooler, yeah.
tail
Yeah.
is tucked under. He's still as big as a cooler.
I know. So I grab him and I just dive down in the middle of this marine reserve and I let him go in a cave that I find
Yeah.
to live out the rest of his life and make many babies. So I
Amazing.
make this little shitty video.
Yeah.
Literally, it's like pictures for half of it and stuff. Never have any video of me visiting him in the aquarium or anything. And I put this little video out and it goes literally, I put it on Facebook videos.
Yeah.
Goes gangbusters. The Daily Mail calls me. It gets syndicated. Goes in like 150 news stories.
Wow,
Local
that's
man
wild.
rescues giant lobster, headline all over.
Yeah.
And this was the thing. It was somewhat coincidental because this all happened maybe 6 months after I got done doing Naked and Afraid.
Oh, okay.
But look how beautiful it was.
Oh my God.
And,
That's
and-
like wonderful footage
Yeah.
for iPhone bullshit.
Yeah, well, this is a
GoPro.
GoPro on my head, I think.
Right.
And this was like the biggest thing that I ever did.
It's crazy.
Like this was like what was his name? Alan Moore contacted me because of this video.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, who's
Oh,
Alan
that-
Moore?
He's Patrick's agent that put us in touch many
wow.
years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And there he is, big old lobster heading back into a cave.
I mean, see, this is
Man,
like back in the. Go ahead.
It's funny because it's so big that as I was looking at it before we got to the end of the story, which I didn't know, I was like, I feel like I would have trouble eating him.
That's the
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
I
Like,
couldn't do it.
Feels
No.
weird. It feels something's just off.
And
Yeah.
what's really interesting is this spot, and I'll die with knowing where this spot is before I take anybody other than my 2 friends who I first caught Albert with.
Mhm.
I've been back to. Albert was the biggest one. He was 12.9 pounds or something like that. He was
Damn.
huge.
Yeah.
I caught one that was like half a pound smaller than him a year later, same spot, and re-released it. I caught one like 2 years later after that was like 10.5 pounds.
Over there.
All in this one, not here, this is the middle of a marine reserve, but all where I originally caught Albert. So there's just
okay.
some huge lobster in this one tiny little area that I found on one of the Channel Islands.
That's
And
crazy.
Luckily, I don't think anyone else has discovered it.
Have you gone back to try to find Albert again?
Never, no.
Why not?
I don't know. I
You
should.
think
He's
he'd
probably sitting
recognize
in
you?
that same cave.
I mean,
I
you've
for
got a
100
YouTube
years.
channel. Why not just do it?
Yeah.
Dude, that's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Like-
Revisit it.
Like you start by telling this story
Yeah.
and then
course.
go and look for him.
What was the inspiration behind the name Albert Girther?
Because I was dumb and I was young, and Albert
Was a nickname for a penis.
was a nickname for a penis, and it's Arnold Schwarzenegger's little brother.
Okay.
And I was like, this is a jack lobster. Let's call him Albert.
Oh, I think that's clever.
And then I called him Girther because he was so girthy. Yeah.
Hey, real quick before we get to the next beastly buzzword, Kyle, what's the biggest lobster ever on record? I'm quite
Oh, there's like
curious.
20 something pound. The East Coast
Really?
lobster.
Yeah.
There's like 20 something pounders.
Okay.
44 pounds. Look at that.
Holy shit.
That's
That
half-
looks the same size
that
as
one's half
Albert.
the size of Albert Girther, and that's a California spiny lobster. But see if there's
That-
yeah.
holy
none of the-
shit. That's a big lobster.
I don't think that's any bigger than Albert was though. Those are the big ones. See that because you get all that weight in those claws.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I'll see if I can find.
They
real-
should leave those motherfuckers alone, dude.
No, they
what was
should.
the record?
44 pounds.
That's absurd.
It's absurd. And it shows you
Dude.
because these animals live so long, it really shows you what we're able to do. Like we have made it so that lobsters are smaller now. Do you know what I mean? Because we've caught so many, we've
Yeah.
wiped out those genetics. So
Right.
anytime, this is for any diver out there, fisherman out there, And people argue, they're like, oh, the big ones are old anyway. You should take them. They've already bred. Fuck that. Like, I don't care who you are if you're listening to this. My Spiro friends will get mad at me. I don't care. If you catch a lobster over 10 pounds, let it go.
Yeah.
Let those genetics live on. They're primary breeders. They're important animals. Just let it go.
Dude, you sent a video to the group chat of friend of the pod, Andrew Euchels, getting snatched by a crab.
Did we ever play that? That was so
I don't
funny.
think so. Do you have it, Kyle? But I joked back because we like Euchels. He's a goof.
That's for sure.
But he's playing with, what is it? It's some kind of Australian crab.
It's a mud crab.
Mud crab.
Which are the worst. Like, they have one of the strongest.
Component of your skin, because of the smell and the
so
vapor
funny.
of the vinegar that it gives off.
Well, that's the thing. Hold on. Pause it for a second. Just 1 second. He goes, if I put vinegar on my hands, it won't pinch me or something
That's
like
right.
that. And then he does that. He puts vinegar on his hands.
Pours
and-
vinegar
and-
all over his hands.
Press play.
Current to the crabs, and they won't bite. Watch.
Wow.
I promise
that
you
looks
that
painful.
hurt like
It
hell.
pinches him instantly.
Quick little crab
You
lobster
should look
there.
up the pinch force, if that's a
I
thing,
did.
of a mud crab. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And?
So I went down a wormhole because he reacts as if it hurts a lot.
Yeah, he screamed like a girl.
Yeah, it clearly really hurts.
Well, and it doesn't hurt a lot?
No, it does.
Okay.
But then I was like, I joked in the chat. I said, would have been spice if it was a coconut crab.
Well, that would have taken his arm off.
And so it's like, it's not even in the same realm as a coconut crab. It's like
okay.
25, 30 times less.
Oh, fine.
So then I was looking up, I went down this wormhole, like, has anyone ever had their arm snapped in half by a coconut crab? And I came across this video, and it's this family. See if you can find coconut crabs invade campsite.
Oh, no.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
wait till you see this.
This
is a scene out of a
sounds terrifying.
horror movie.
Oh my god, it sounds terrifying.
look at-
Oh my god, it's a little kid.
Oh, I love that.
There's video of it. But look at the one, go back a couple, the next picture. There's
Oh,
video
my
of just
goodness.
thousands of coconut crabs
Oh, wow.
all over their campsite.
Where? This must be Australia? Where is this?
Gotta be
I believe
Australia.
it was Australia. They were camping on this little island that they go camping on, and they lit up the grill. And as soon as they threw some food on the grill,
Oh, they smelled it and came over.
thousands of coconut
Wait,
crabs came
was it
in.
Christmas Island? Is that what it said?
Yeah.
So Christmas Island is the same place they get the crazy red crab migrations. Have we ever talked about that?
I don't think so.
This is a bucket lister for me.
But dude, there's like these crabs could take your foot off.
Yeah.
And they're just, everyone
That's-
just kind of has their feet up, just like, I hope I don't get pinched. Kids are just
Oh
walking
my
around.
God, he's
I
Kids
love it.
petting the crab.
I love it. I think it's so cool.
Goodness.
Would you let
gracious.
your son pet a coconut crab?
I have in Vanuatu. I let him do exactly that.
But not like when there's 15 there.
No, I mean, it's crazy. I get your point. I just think it's so cool. But it shows you, like, they're not here to harm you or do anything. I mean, here's what I would do. I would let a kid that age, which is probably similar to my son's age, pet a crab because he knows not to stick his finger in the claws or whatever. The baby would literally lose his finger.
Oh, my
Yes.
Or his hand or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice paludarium you found there, Kyle.
Let's hear about
Um,
those crab migrations.
Go to Christmas Island crab migration. So this actually, it's kind of a sad story, but a really cool story. So Christmas Island has this red crab crawl every year, where millions and millions of red crabs, these beautiful bright red crabs, migrate from the sea to lay their eggs, like you're seeing there, up into the jungle. And humans, of course, doing what we do, we fucked everything up. We came there to the island and we brought rats with us, and the rats have started to destroy the red crab population. But this is what the roads look like. So now they've made cars that have like scrapers that push the crabs to
no
the side
way.
and stuff. But this is like, for me, this is a dream. It's something, look at where Christmas Island is. It's something that I would just love to go and see, this red crab migration.
Yeah, it'd be super cool. So just thousands of crabs, and this happens every year?
Yeah, millions of crabs. Look at that.
Millions?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they
Yeah, they
close
gotta
the
close the
roads and
roads
stuff.
down.
They're trying to do a good job. This is really interesting, though. You'll see some of the photos are incredible. But does Christmas Island is owned by Australia?
I think so. Yeah.
It's nowhere near Australia.
Where is it?
It's in. Look at where that map was. It's literally in Indonesia.
Okay.
Dead air. But
Dead
no.
air.
But pull
Brutal.
that up.
I'm just
yeah, right
staring
there.
at fucking 4 billion
Look at this.
crabs.
Look, that's where Christmas Island is.
Yeah.
So it's an Australian colony? I mean, it must be.
Oh,
I didn't know
no.
that.
Crab on crab violence.
Yeah, it's crazy. Look at it. They're just everywhere.
Yeah.
You ever got pinched by a crab?
Oh, yeah. Plenty of times. My son insists on catching the little green crabs every single time we go to the beach, and I'm getting
What about
pinched
like
by
a
them.
standard blue crab? Like, how much would it hurt if, like, let's say an Alaskan king crab snatched your finger?
Not that much.
Really?
No, I mean, it hurts. It would give you a bad pinch, but it's not that bad. Did I tell the story of how my baby nearly lost his finger to a staph infection because of a crab?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think
Was
so.
that on Vanuatu
Yeah.
also? Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Jessica's like, can you, like, she's like, I've been watching the baby for 2 weeks. You have not watched the child once.
Yeah.
Will you please watch him for 30 minutes? And like, I'm going to go
Weaponized
shower.
incompetence, this
Yeah,
guy.
and I
over
was
here.
like,
Yes.
yeah, of course, sweetie. Like, go take a shower. I put the baby down. He walked straight over to a hermit crab, tried to pick it up, and it pinched a huge chunk of his finger and sliced it because he has little tiny baby fingers.
Oh, poor
which
guy.
immediately, 2 days later, turned into a staph infection, full fever,
Oh,
Oof.
God.
all that.
You
Not
are a
great.
horrible
Screaming.
parent.
Jessica got a minute and a half before she then had to spend an hour consoling
Consoling.
the baby as
Right.
opposed to getting a 30-minute break.
Yeah, yeah.
good.
All right,
She'll
let's
never
do
make
one
that
more.
mistake
Let's
again.
make this worth 3 3/4 points, Kyle.
Yes, correct.
All
All
right.
right. Yep. For all the marbles, as
All
they
right.
say.
Pick a good one.
Yeah. Let's go with intraguild predation.
Okay, I think I know what that is.
So this is, like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
They have guilds.
Mhm.
Yes.
Intra means like it's inside of these guilds. So like within the guild itself, we'll say
Okay.
that this means that within a group of something. So let's say a pack of wolves, for example. I don't know if this behavior would take place in wolves, but let's say in a pack of wolves, they're predators to one another.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I like
that's,
that makes sense.
Do you know what this is for us?
No, I think
mean,
that
it's-
makes sense. I have a
It
guess.
seems
that's similar.
obvious that it would be, something within a herd or a pack
Right.
predating on another member of the herd or pack.
Exactly.
So it has to be that.
That's the guess all around.
What?
Oh wait, can I make one other guess then?
No.
No, I will for
Yeah,
no
just-
for
yes.
no points. Can I just try and be
Yes.
smart then?
Yes.
Okay. This I definitely thought it was within a pack. There's
Yeah, yeah,
predation or a group or whatever. My second guess is intraguild predation is when there are 2 fetuses in the womb and one eats the other.
Oh.
Darn it. I was hoping for
What
that
is it?
ding ding.
So what it is eating competing predators,
Oh, okay. So
Oh,
like, all right.
Yeah.
such as lions, spiders, and
Hyenas.
wolves.
Yeah.
So a wolf
yeah.
eats another wolf. It doesn't need to
Exactly.
be in its pack.
It's not
What?
like it's not necessarily killing it for food. It just kills it and eats it because it is available food and it's killed it as out of competition.
Okay.
Let me ask you this, though. Do we need to name that?
No. That's the problem. Like I am and this is going to sound very arrogant, world-renowned biologist, air quotes.
Yes.
I don't know any of these because we don't need. They're not things that come up in conversation.
Right.
There's no symposium where, well, there is sadly, but
Right.
where they're like, yes, well, the intraguild predation of the wolf pack. They're just like, no, you know when that one killed the other one and then ate it? It's like, yep, got it, moving on.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, look, this has been fun. We all are showing off our disgusting pasty legs. This is just for you. This
Mine
is
aren't
for
that
the
bad.
people.
It is for
Mine
you.
aren't that bad. This
I've
is-
got great legs.
This is for the 3-inch
they're just not
inseams,
tame.
baby.
All terrible.
You got 3 inches on?
Nah, they're 5s.
Yeah, I got 5s too.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Make sure you go to wildtimes.club/info. We do 6 podcasts a month, 4 of them are bonus pods. Go check that out. They're on Patreon. You can get them on Apple. You can get them on Spotify.
No
6 podcasts a month.
problems over here.